Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Fermin. Rashford. Fermin. Chalobah. That's really well manoeuvred. Gusto. Fofana. Gusto. Played over towards the opposite flank. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Rashford. Balde. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Kubasi. How Kubasi, gently done. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Yamal. Fermin. Yamal. Now it's João Pedro. He's found a way through. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Kubasi. Pedri. Koundé. Yamal. Yamal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Fernandes. Chalobah shifted upfield. Fermin. Pau Kubasi looks to the other side. Pedro Neto. And it's Gusto. Now, where's he looking? Caicedo. Oh, good ball. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Over to the left. Rashford. Now here's the delivery. Cucurella. Garnacho. Fernandes. Fofana. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. That's a throw. Rashford. De Jong. Fermin. Koundé. Pedri.
Kubasi. Rashford. Aim forwards. Garnacho. Cucurella. Fofana. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Gusto. Lovely feet. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Is there any support? He might not need it. And the pass is intercepted. Fofana thinks one through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Barcelona.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
And he's there to clear it. Garnacho. Caicedo. Caicedo, forwards and with intent. Ferran Torres. Rashford. Oh, that's nice. He's going to be disappointed with that. João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Now it's Garnacho. Garnacho. Koundé gets in to thwart him. Al Kubasi gets it away. Garnacho. Al Kubasi shifted upfield. Vermeer. Fofana gets over and intercepts. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. And it's Caicedo. Played back in. Ferran Torres. Out to the left it goes. Fernandes. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Eric Garcia. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Lopez. And a chance! Garnacho looking up to see who wants it. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Oh, it's played in. Up he goes! And that has been cleared. Pedri. Pedro Neto. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. it's Gusto, showing good feet. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ferran Torres. Koundé. So we're still where we started right now. Pedri. Fermin. Ferran Torres. Yamal chooses to go cross-field. Over to the left. Balde could try cutting inside here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's João Pedro. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And it's Gusto. Pedro Neto. Balde gets good distance on it. Ball is over the line. Caicedo. Gusto. Fermin. Rashford. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. Played out to the right. That's a nicely weighted pass. Yamal. Cucurella. Garnacho. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Fernandez. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Having a shot! There it is! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pedri. Koundé. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And claimed it back swiftly. Balde. Pedri. And it's Lopez. And here, Ferran Torres! Garnacho. João Pedro. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Pedro Neto.
Proves too strong.
Either side really getting hold of the ball.
Now it's João Pedro.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pedro Neto.
De Jong wins the duel this time. Vermin. Yamal. Yamal.
Time and again they are repelled.
Garnacho.
Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread.
Gusto. Caresses it through. Kubasi.
Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure.
De Jong spread out to the left. And it's Caicedo. Gusto.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission.
Vermin. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi played out to the left flank. Fofana. Gusto.
Pedro Neto.
Tries to dink it through.
Oh, they could... And he's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Pau Kubasi, and it goes cross-field. And it's Caicedo.
Oh, super find. Shot at goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
I think that defence will be feeling mightily relieved now. They were really saved by some poor finishing then.
Pedri.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust.
And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Garnacho. Cucurella. Cucurella looking for a runner. Garnacho, and that's aimed into the middle. Koundé.
Half an hour played now.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
That'll be a throw-in. Pedro Neto.
And it's Caicedo.
That is lovely. Pedro Neto! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pedro Neto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
De Jong. Barcelona can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Eric Garcia, out to the right. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Chalobah, early ball out from the back. Kubasi. Ferran Torres, played down the flank. And here's Yamal. That'll be a corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Strong running down that left flank. Cucurella. João Pedro. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto knocks it out wide. Cucurella crosses. That's not going far.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Gusto. Gusto gets a cross in. Al Kubasi gets it clear. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Eric Garcia, aim forwards. Balde. De Jong. Pedri. Pedri, gently done. Cucurella, nice looking ball, that's good, and the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. And it's played forward. Rashford, now he's off and running. And it's Rashford. Vermeer. Pedri. Oh, that's neat. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And he cuts out the supply. Pedro Neto. He's on it, can he get away? Spread out to the left. Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left. Garnacho. Cucurella. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Cucurella ploughing through the middle. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yamal. They've played cross-field, changing the point of attack. De Jong. And it's Balde. Ball comes in. Cleared away. Fernandes. Chalobah. That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely intercepted. Pedri. Balde. Rashford. Balde. Fofana. Fofana, gently done. Gusto. Caicedo. Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Balde. And here's Rashford. Balde tries a cross. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tries to get it clear. Very nicely done. And it's played into the middle. That's going to go a long way. Pedro Neto with the short one. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, good spread. Fernandes. Fermin defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Koundé. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. De Jong. Out to the left it goes. Rashford looks to get on the end of this. Correa. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Gusto. Some good work on the right flank here. Hit into the middle.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
He has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Pedro Neto. And here's Garnacho. Oh, nice touch. A chance to play it in. Going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Rashford. Balde. De Jong. Balde. Great run on the overlap here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Fermin tries to thread one through. Balde. And the keeper has it. Gusto. Caicedo. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Brilliantly cut out. That's really well cleared. Fermin. Koundé. De Jong. Moved on forwards. Defending was strong and firm. Cucurella. Garnacho. And it's lofted through here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, can he get onto this?
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Pedro Neto. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gusto. Oh, sweet feet. Crosses it in here. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Koundé. Koundé shifted upfield. Yamal. Koundé. Out of play for a throw. Koundé. Played out wide. Cucurella makes the interception. Fernandez. Chalobah aim forwards. João Pedro. Nice control. Now it's Pedro Neto. Gusto puts a cross in. Ball's gone out of play. Pedro Neto. Now it's short. Chance, surely! Oh, it's come loose. And he's heaved it away. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. And here's Neto. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Pedro Neto! And it's Caicedo. In with the challenge. Pedro Neto. Up towards the flank. Good chance here! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Balde. De Jong. Now that's well seen too. And that is as far as they're going to go. Fofana. Chalobah. Moved on forwards. Referee's given a throw. Yamal. Pedri. Played towards the other side. Rashford. De Jong. Balde. De Jong. And here's Lopez. Pedro Neto is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And it's Rashford. De Jong. Yamal. Being still separated by the game's only goal. De Jong. Balde. De Jong. Pedri. De Jong. Balde. Played into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Fofana gently done. Caicedo. Can he latch on to this? Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Pedro Neto goes short. And the cross comes in. Well, it's got out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. And he thumps it clear. Lewandowski has a look inside the box. Lewandowski. Now it's Lopez. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. And it's played forward. Garnacho. Cucurella going full tilt down the left. They get a throw in. And it's Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. That's good play. Oh, this is a great position. Played out wide. Cross goes in. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. Pau Kubasi played up towards the front line. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cucurella. Koundé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. De Jong. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Balde. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Kubasi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Over to the left. Valde. Fermin. Oh, Fermin! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
That has been cut short. Pedri. And he welcomes it in. Chance!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Fofana played out to the left flank. Garnacho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fernandez. Garnacho. Cucurella. Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. Cleared away. And it's Fernandez. 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 Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pedro Neto plays it short. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Now the cross. And out it comes again. Danger averted for now. Valde. Rashford. Eric Garcia. Ping towards the front line. That's the throw. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
De Jong. Balde shifted upfield. Dani Olmo. Koundé. Yamal. And here's Dani Olmo. Could be danger here. And here's Rashford. Drilled in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Dani Olmo. Pedro Neto. Spread out to the left. Now it's Garnacho. Cucurella. Fernandez. Fofana. Fofana, gently done. De Jong. Eric Garcia, aim forwards. Carries far too far and out of play. Caicedo. Chalobah played out to the left flank. João Pedro. He's away! Moved on forwards. Garnacho. Oh, smashing header! Well, That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pedri. Balde. And it's Rashford. Dani Olmo. Out to the left it goes. That's tidy. Balde puts a cross in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Crossed in again. Shot. They've done it! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Koundé. Balde. Rashford. Balde. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. Rashford. Balde gets into some space. De Jong. Pedri. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gets it away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Koundé. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pedri! Pedri! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Pedri is offering a right smile there.
Cucurella. Caicedo. Fofana forwards and with intent. Over to the left. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Well read, nice interception. Chalobah. That's really well manoeuvred. And they've got a throw. Garnacho. Garnacho. Aimed in towards the centre.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a loose ball. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. Pedro Neto climbs up big! Oh, that should have been two.
João Pedro really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Balde. Eric Garcia. Out to the right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chalobah. Fofana, aim forwards. Too long, and over the line. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Yamal. That's very neat. And here's Lewandowski. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for it! And he's following up! Yamal, and it's made its way to him, and the shot's on here. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's Rashford. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Fofana gets rid without sophistication.
Barcelona simply cannot let their heads drop. They need their big characters now to keep them going.
Pedro Neto played with finesse.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Great chance!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rashford. Dani Olmo.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Dani Olmo. Yamal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Pedro Neto. That's an imaginative pass. Gusto hangs one in. Throw it. It's Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Gusto.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's there to get it away. It's gone for a throw-in. Now it's Rashford. Crossed into the box. Cucurella is there, and he can get that clear. Rashford. Rashford, and he's gone backward here. Rashford. Cross goes in there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Fofana, gently done. I think we're just about done here. Oh, a delicate chip through. Garnacho. Oh, it's come loose. Garnacho stood his ground strongly. Cucurella puts the ball in. Pedri with the slight... Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Pedro Neto! And the ball's come loose here. Gusto, backward it goes.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Kubasi. Pau Kubasi laid out to the left flank. Fofana. Caicedo. Chalobah. Fernandez. Moved on forwards. Gusto. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Gusto gets a cross in. He can get that clear. And it's Gusto. Caicedo. Oh, such a clever touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Fernandez. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Fernandez. Gusto. Fofana. Caicedo. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Neto. It's anyone's ball now. Played into the middle. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here. Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Pedro Neto spread out to the left. João Pedro. His physical challenge. 2 minutes to be added on. Eric Garcia laid out to the left flank. And it's Balde. De Jong. Barcelona to make one last surge forward. Rashford. Pedri. De Jong. And here's Dani Olmo. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Lewandowski, and the shot! And he hits the net! Tying minutes, and we're all square again!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So all square. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout.